Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Say good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your bro, Richie here. Today's video is now part. Today's video is now part 5. So today's video is now part 5 on the Cadillac Eldorado. Today's video I'm now doing the next version, which is the Gen 5 Eldorado from 1961 to 1962. So before I get started, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe. So like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the Gen 5 Eldorado from 1961 to 1962. So let's start with the very early 60s we're doing. So let's do it. So overviews first, as always. So let's do it. So model year, some overviews first, as always. So let's do it. So model years is from 61 to 60. So model years is from 61 to 62. Assembly is in Detroit, Michigan. Designer was Bill Mitchell. His full name was apparently William Leroy Mitchell. So William Leroy Mitchell, born July 2nd, 1912, from the state of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, Ohio. Located along the southern shore of Lake Erie. It's situated across the Canada-U.S. maritime border and approximately 60 miles west of the Ohio-Pennsylvania state border. So located approximately 60 miles west of the Ohio-Pennsylvania state border. So born July 2nd, 1912 in Cleveland, Ohio, passed away at age 76. September 12th, 1988 in Royal Oak, in the city of Royal Oak, Oakland County, Michigan. So Royal Oak, Oakland County, Michigan, located roughly 10 miles north of downtown Detroit. So he passed away on Paul Walker's 15th birthday. God rest his soul. Rest in peace, Paul. So how did he pass away? Like, if there's gotta be something. Okay, let's see if there's anything at all, like anything. Where is it? Should be something on there, I guess. Oh, there is. So he passed away at age 76 from a heart failure, at William Beaumont Hospital. In the city of Royal Oak, Oakland County, Michigan, on September 12th, 1988. Anyways, back to the Cadillacs. So designer was Bill Mitchell. Body and chassis next. Body style is a two-door convertible. Layout is front engine, rear-wheel drive, proper layout. The platform's a C body, and it's related to these cars. So starting off with the three Cadillacs, the 60 Special, DeVille and Series 62, and the Buick Electra, and the Buick Electra and the Autobill 98. Powertrain is next. The engine is a 6.4 liters. It's a 6.4 liter, 6.4 liter. So 6.4 liter, 390, 6.4 liter 390 overhead valve. So 6.4 liter 390 overhead valve V8 motor. Transmission was a 4-speed Hydra automatic. Dimensions is so pretty much that's the same engine as the Gen 4. So pretty much the same motor as the Gen 4 Eldorado. Pretty cool. So yeah, transmission was motor was a 6.4 liter 390 overhead valve V8 motor. Transmission was a 4-speed Hydra automatic. Dimensions is next. So dimensions is next. Wheelbase 3,289 millimeters, 129.5 inches in wheelbase. Length 5,639, or right up closely is 5,640 millimeters. Same with the wheelbase, 3,290 millimeters technically. Say length 5,640 millimeters, approximately dead on at 222 inches. So 222 inches for both 61 and 62. And width is between 2027 and 2029 millimeters. Between 79.8 and 79, so 79.8 and 79.9 inches. So that's 2 millimeters, 1 inch difference there between 61 and 62. So the one in 1961 was slightly narrower than the one in 1962. So the one in 1961 was slightly narrower than the one in 1962. Curb weight between 4,800 to 5,000 pounds, 2,200 to 2,300 kilos. So that's 200 pounds, 100 kilo difference there. Okay, so let's start off with the first one of the Gen 5 Eldorado from 61 to 62. It's the 1961 version first. So let's do it. So all Caddies were all Cadillacs were both restyled and re-engineered. So restyled and re-engineered for 1961. The Eldorado Biarritz convertible. So the Eldorado Biarritz convertible 6367, so 6367 was technically reclassified, so reclassified as a subseries of the DeVille series 6300. A status it would keep through 1964, and that was the year the Gen 6 was lastly made, because it was at the end of its life in 64 for the Gen 6 Eldorado. So yeah, a status it would keep through 1964. An Eldorado convertible would remain in the Cadillac line through 66. So the Caddy line through 66, but its differences from the rest of the line would be generally more modest. The new convex jeweled grille slanted back towards both the bump. So the new convex jewel grille. So the new convex jeweled grille slanted between slanted back towards both the bumper and the hood lip, along the horizontal plane, and sat between dual headlights. So dual headlights. New rear slanting front pillars. So new rear slanting front pillars with a reversed curve base as first used on the 5960 Brohams. So 5960 Brohams, with a somewhat less expensive, so somewhat cheaper windshield was incorporated. The Eldorado Biarritz featured front series designation scripts. So front series the Eldorado Biarritz featured front series designation front series designation scripts and a lower body skeg trimmed with a thin 3/4 length spear molding running from behind the front wheel opening to the rear of the car. Standard equipment included a decent amount included power brakes, power steering, automatic gearbox, dual reverse lights, vanity mirror, power windows, 6-way power bench seat, power vent windows and white wall tires. 9 options, that's pretty good. Options included bucket seats, RH, bucket seats, RH outside, rear view mirror, remote control, trunk lock, and a trumpet horn, rubber isolated front and rear. So pretty much it had like 4 pieces versus options. So not too bad. It's pretty good. Rubber isolated front and rear coil springs. So coil springs replaced the trouble prone air suspension system. 4-barrel induction systems were now the sole power choice, and dual exhausts were no longer available, unfortunately, with both the Seville and Brougham gone. With both the Seville and Brougham gone, unfortunately, sales fell to 1,450. It's a huge disadvantage. It's a huge loss in sales. It's just awful. Like, honestly, like, sales dropping is just absurd. Well, not absurd, but it's just not right for these sales to decrease. Anyways, the last one is 1962. A mid facelift characterized Cadillac. So a mid facelift characterized Cadillac. Styling trends for a mid facelift characterized Cadillac. Styling trends for 1962. A flatter upright grille. A flatter upright. Ugh, I can't talk. A flatter upright grille. With a thicker horizontal center bar. With a thicker horizontal center bar and more delicate crosshatched insert appeared. Ripped chrome trim panel seen ahead of the front wheel housings. Seen ahead of the front wheel housings in 1961 were now replaced with cornering lights and front fender model and series identification badges were eliminated. More massive front bumper end pieces appeared and housed rectangular parking lights. At the rear tail lights were now housed housed in vertically orientated rectangular nacelles. Can't pronounce it correctly, but it's spelled NACELLES. Designed with an angled peak at the center, a vertically ribbed rear beauty panel replicating the grill treatment appeared on the decollete latch panel. Cadillac script also appeared on the lower left side of the grill. So lower left side of the grill. Standard equipment included all of last year's equipment plus remote controlled outside rearview mirror. So remote controlled outside rearview mirror, heater and defroster. So heater, defroster, and front cornering lights. Last one, and I'll end it there for today. Cadillac refined. So Caddy refined both the ride and quietness with more insulation in both the floor and behind the firewall. I can't talk properly. Anyways, guys, so that'll be it for tonight. So not today, sorry, for today. Oh my god. Oh man, sorry about that. My apologies. Okay. So that'll be it for today. There we go. So for my next El Dorado video will be about the Gen 6 El Dorado from 1963 to 1964. So the Gen 6 from 1963 to 19 so Gen 6 from 1963 to 1964. Okay, so that'll be it. So if you guys like this video, like it, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Okay, so that'll be it. I'll see you guys a little later. In the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great day. So stay safe. Have a great day. So stay safe. Have a great day. Stay safe. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys a little later in the next video. So take care, folks. Stay safe. So take care, folks. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys a little later. Peace out. Peace out, fellas. Peace out.